Welcome back to Subtractive IQ.
Hold on, man.
We should do that one time. Just start like in the middle of a sentence and just not even acknowledge the fact that we're doing a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, that's how most people do it.
I mean, I feel like at least like, most people have at least like a little bit of an intro. Like at
That's
least
true.
like an intro like that they just edit in at the start.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back to Subtractive IQ.
Well, the other podcast I was just hyping up to you, Ninjas and Butterflies.
Yeah.
They cold open every episode.
Dang.
That's great.
It's a bold move. You know, I had a couple things that I was gonna say, and then I completely forgot as soon as we started
Hold that
recording.
thought. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. This guy is always constantly, ever since he moved,
I'm
he
back.
does not sit at the computer for more than like 10 seconds at a
I'm
time.
back. That's not true. I just played Split Fiction with you for like 2 hours.
Yeah, and then you went and like ate dinner
Yeah.
like a lame-o,
It was
and then I went and
delicious.
ate dinner.
I had what'd you have for dinner?
I had a tiny scraps of chicken and a peach.
I had chicken in my meal too.
Nice.
I had chili pollo. It's just like it's just chorizo, chicken, and chicken sauce, but it's so good.
That does sound very good. Yeah, mine was just grilled chicken. Or not
It's my-
grilled. It
I
was baked chicken, sorry.
I had to step away from the computer to get my beverage.
Ah. What are you sipping on tonight?
Black cherry lemonade.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one's coming out a week after 4th of July.
Yes, sir.
So
Which was yesterday for us.
It was yesterday. It is now the 5th of July. So you might, well, I don't know. If Caleb runs me through Adobe Podcast, you probably won't hear the fireworks. But there has been quite a few fireworks going on. But I think
course.
they've mostly stopped by now.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we have a very special episode that I literally just thought of because we were playing Split Fiction and I was insanely annoyed by all the dialogue. The gameplay is awesome. The dialogue is in the game. EA Sports, it's in the game. So today we're going to do, what are your least favorite tropes in media?
Oh. Hold on, I have to actually think about this.
Okay.
What even is a trope? Like
I don't know, like
I hear that word thrown all around, but if you ask me to like is it like a stereotype?
I mean, it's kind of like a stereotypical, like at this point, I feel like comedy to break the tension is a trope. It's just kind of like stuff that happens commonly. So like,
Oh,
you know,
sure.
all romance movies have a love triangle or something like that. So it's just like elements
Sure.
of the story that are very samey and kind of cliche at this point.
Okay, so kind of like universal story elements.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah,
way.
basically.
Okay. My least favorite tropes. I feel like there's a trope in any like anything that has like a crime family, like any
Mhm.
media with a crime family. You have like the head boss, and then
Okay.
he has like the brother or the assistant, like the super close assistant,
Mhm.
and you just know off rip that guy's gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, that, yeah.
Like literally, okay, so I just watched Ironheart.
Uh-huh.
Spoiler alert.
Uh-oh.
Okay. There's a character who's like the main bad guy is this character called the Hood.
The
And-
Hood.
Yeah, the Hood. And he has this magical hood that basically lets him turn invisible and like curve bullets. It's pretty sweet.
Okay.
And immediately it started, and he had like this like cousin, like super loyal cousin, like right-hand man. And I immediately was like, that guy's gonna die, and it's gonna be the hero's fault, and it's gonna make the villain like 10 times angrier, just really come after the hero. Lo and behold, end of episode 3. He dies at the hands of the hero, causing the main villain to go like super psycho.
Dang.
Always happens.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I wouldn't say that's like a trope I don't like. It's just a trope that I identified yesterday. I was like, I know 100% this guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
There's another trope in like heroes, or like, I guess like kind of like in romance, like a little bit. Like there's the trope where like the guy or the girl invites the other person to something that night, and then our protagonist like misses it completely, and it like causes all this drama.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. Dude, that's like the one reason, like a properly written romance story, I'm down for. Like it's great. Like the one anime that I've actually watched all the way through, Love is War.
You weeb.
It's I've watched one anime.
No, you watched one anime all the way through.
That's true. I've watched like 4 animes partially through. Wait, let's see.
I have watched anime all the way through before. Erased, so good.
Erase. I've heard that one's really good. I kind of want to like.
You should watch it.
I kind of want to like get into it because there's a lot of animes that I like. I'm very interested in.
It's only 12 episodes.
Oh shoot! Really? Oh nice.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
But yeah, but there's like a trope in all sorts of. It also, yeah, like you were saying, bleeds into like superhero, but it's like just talk to each other. Like,
yeah,
it's in like every single romance story, and they use it to like cause drama. And it's like, okay, so you could either like miss this thing because you had whatever going on. Like a lot of the, like, just for an example, like a trope would be like, oh, you missed my big performance because like your mother was dying. But like you didn't tell me, so I don't know. But it's like, oh, so you just missed my big performance. And it's like any reasonable person would be like disappointed, might even be mad, but they'd be like, the first thing that you'd say was like, oh, you'd miss my performance. Like, why? Yeah. And then like, if you legitimately
you wouldn't just get like pissed off, or you'd be like, hey, why weren't you there?
Yeah.
And
you wouldn't just like cut all communication.
Okay, yeah, like that's I understand. I'm sorry.
Or like a bunch of like, oh, it's so annoying. It's just like, there's so many things. Or like the trope where it's like you catch like the tail end of someone's sentence and it's like completely out of context. It's like, oh no, I feel really bad for them and that's why I date them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but it was actually like in context.
They did that in Arcane.
Like, they did that in Arcane. They did that in Shrek. They did it in Shrek. And I didn't like it in Shrek either. I like a lot of the stuff that Shrek does, but that was annoying.
I can tell you. Okay, I actually have a trope I hate.
Okay.
This trope always just like sends me up the wall, and that's when the superhero like keeps his identity secret from like it's like either his love interest or like his parents. It's like, brother, just tell him, please. Like I think it's ridiculous. That always makes me so mad. It's like, I can't tell my parents, they wouldn't understand.
See, I get it for the fact of like, I don't know, I guess protection. But also like, if you're gonna do it, like, This
I
this
don't.
also
I
bleeds.
don't even get it for protection. Because if you're gonna go out and be a superhero, and people figure out who you are, that's going back to your parents one way or another. So they might
Well,
as well
fair
know.
enough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But it also, if you are going to keep a secret from, like, learn how to lie, dog. Like, this kind of bleeds back into like the love interest, whatever. You missed their big performance and now they're mad at you. And then your only excuse is like, I had something come up, or like, I had something going on. I had to do
Yeah.
something. And it's like, dude, like, make it your dog died. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that, makes
Yeah.
sense. That's something you got to
So
take
it's always
care
like,
of.
I couldn't be there. You just gotta trust me. It was important,
Yeah. It's like,
brother.
brother, that's like basic grade 1 level lying. Gotta be at least a grade 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't know. Tropes are annoying. There's a lot of stuff in movies that annoy me. There's a lot of stuff, like, I don't know. I feel like people are trying to be way too witty with how they write dialogue. Like, they're trying to be witty, but they just end up being dumb. Like, I feel like that's
Yeah.
my main gripe with Split Fiction's dialogue, is like, they're both trying to be very witty, but they just end up either one being extraordinarily cringe, or two stating the obvious 17 times. Like, dude, if I had $1 for every time in the start of the game they were like, oh, are we in your story now? It's like, brother.
You'd have like
Like,
$3.
I would have like 5.
I don't think it was that many.
Well, it at least 4, because it happened the first time, like, when they first started in the shack. So that's 1. When they flipped stories, that's 2. When they flipped stories again, that's 3. And then when they came
Oh
out
no,
of the
you're
first
right.
side mission, that's at least 4. So it's at least 4 times they asked the exact same question in like the first hour of gameplay. And then on top of that, they have well, if this evil company is actually stealing all of our ideas, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just
It's just
annoying. Stuff like
that's
that.
just reinforcing
Yeah,
the concept.
reinforcing, you want to reinforce with like tact and not with a sledgehammer. If I feel like I'm being beaten over the head with a
Using a hammer
sledgehammer,
for a scalpel's job.
exactly. But it's yeah, I don't know. It's just like,
Oh, I could name another trope.
okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't necessarily dislike this trope. I just think it's a trope, especially in like action movies or like the Mission Impossible movies for sure.
Mhm.
Like the bomb is always like 1.5 seconds away from going
Yeah.
off when it gets defused. I love it. I love it. But that's like, it's a trope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, see, it's kind of funny because like whenever there's a timer on screen, I've started playing this game where I'm like, how accurate is your timer? So it'll show the timer and it'll be like, the bomb has 6 seconds left to defuse. And I'll just count in my head, just down from 6. And then when it blows up, or when 6 seconds is up, I'll just say, boom. Because a lot of the time it's like, oh, the bomb has 5 seconds left. And then they talk and it's like, cut the wire. And it's like the suspenseful shot. And then he cuts it.
Yeah.
And it's like 1.07 seconds left. And it's like, that took you 15 seconds.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like, I mean, I can't speak for every Mission Impossible movie. I just rewatched them all again.
Yeah.
As I've said before on this podcast. And then I went and I just saw Mission Impossible 8 the second time with
nice.
Miriam. Did I mention that last time?
I don't think so. Maybe
Okay.
you did. I don't know.
I saw
don't
Mission
remember what you're
Impossible
doing.
8 another time because I watched them all with Miriam and I want her to have the opportunity to experience that in the theater because it's freaking awesome. You should go see it.
I might.
But watch Dead Reckoning Part 1 first. Actually, watch them all first. Just binge them.
Yeah.
It'll probably be in theaters for another couple of weeks. Just watch one movie a night for the next week, and then go see the new one.
Man, I need
And
to
then
pirate
report
all the
back.
movies though. And that takes a little bit of effort.
But there's a scene at the end where it's like there's a window of literally it's less than 100 milliseconds to stop the world from ending, essentially. Like it's that short of a window. And they executed it in a way that I was like actually like believable. Like it was that quick, like on screen. It was super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that you called Miriam by her name and didn't hit me with the subtle wife flex.
My wife. I went and saw Mission Impossible 8 with my wife the second time. And my wife really enjoyed the movie.
We were talking about this just before the podcast. Caleb has been hitting me with the subtle wife flex every single time we talk. He's like,
bro, I flexed on Cannon the other night too.
Yeah.
When he was playing Siege and he was like, Caleb, I'm gold. And I was like, guess what gold I got? And I turned on my camera and held my ring up to the camera.
I mean, like, totally fair and valid. Like, that's perfectly fine. I just find it really funny because it's like,
yeah,
I know Miriam, and it's like, you know, we're on a first name basis, so you could just say Miriam and get the point across just as much because I know Miriam's your wife.
Yeah,
but you're like, oh yes, my wife. Yeah, Nick does it too.
Yeah, that's it. If you ever get married, you'll understand. When?
Yeah, thank you. Married. Gas me up. Yeah.
Anyways, back to tropes.
Yeah. I don't like Hallmark movies.
I don't like them either. My dad
has nothing to do with the trope. I know. I mean, that's Hallmark really funny.
Is a trope. Hallmark is a trope.
I mean, it is.
It's an entire trope.
My grandma loves Hallmark movies. When it gets like around Christmas time, like Thanksgiving, Christmas,
I like them. I mean, I enjoy them a little bit more now because my dad likes them.
Yeah, that's really funny to me that your dad enjoys Hallmark movies.
I think it's just because they're so predictable.
Yeah, I guess.
I think he enjoys being like, oh, this is going to happen this way and being right. Yeah. It must be, I think it's a control thing.
He just doesn't strike me as the type of guy to like be like super down for Hallmark movies.
He is though. He loves them. He goes like out of his way to watch Hallmark movies.
Which that's awesome for him. I love that for him, but I don't know. I just find him kind of silly.
Yeah.
I get watching Hallmark movies to like meme on them.
Oh yeah, that's fun too.
Yeah. My grandma hates it when I do that though. Cause I'm ruining the movie apparently. When I laugh at it. Which fair enough. Again, I get.
That's what I do when my sisters watch anime. They hate it. I don't like
just laugh at them
because they're. I mean, it's just. It's just for me. It's like every time a character talks, it's just like. I can make fun of that.
Well, they also watch a lot of like. I mean, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, all like
Fifth
that
form.
Yeah, all like
water
the action.
Breathing.
Yeah, the action type anime.
And it's not like no disrespect. Like it has it's good. It has the following. Bad respect.
Yeah.
For the work that goes into making it.
Oh yeah.
Just but I'll meme on anything if it's memeable. And unfortunately for them, a lot of anime, even though it's good, is super memeable.
Insanely memeable, yes. Oh, speaking of forms of media that have a lot of effort put into them. First of all, your new songs go
Lego
hard.
stop motion. Oh, just kidding.
Also, yes, but your new songs go hard. I haven't said it on the podcast.
Thanks,
I
bro.
talked to you outside of the podcast about it, though. Some of your best work.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It actually has put me in kind of a creative, like block. Like there's like I'm at like a fork in the road as far as what I'm want to pursue, and I can't make a decision because I had this really cool idea for like a heavier album, but I just made this like kind of poppy stuff, and everybody really liked it. So it's like, do I make more like upbeat poppy stuff, or do I voyage back into the kind of darker alt rock thing? Because I said I was gonna do like the upbeat stuff, and I did that. So it's just like kind of trying to decide where I want to pitch my tent for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or you could do both. I know it would be kind of hard to like separate your brain into two creative like themes, but you could do like, just instead of like albums, you could just drop like 2 moderately sized EPs. So instead of like whatever, like a 16-track album, do 2 8-track EPs or whatever.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, the problem with that though is then you kind of alienate one part of your audience.
Fair enough.
Like Miriam said that too. She was like, just do both. Like release the album as like the darker stuff and then release singles. And I was like, the issue with that is if I start releasing singles, which are easier to make, and have those come out, and then out of nowhere I just drop a super heavy album, my listeners can be like, what is happening? Like it kind of subverts their expectations in a way that you kind of don't want to do. So it's like I have to make a decision beforehand, like where I'm going to pitch my tent for now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I get that. Kind of sucks that like the business side of music kind of, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say stops like the creativity, because the creativity is still there, but like, yeah, like because you kind of want to do both, but looking from like a business perspective or like a growth perspective, it's like kind of don't want to do that.
Also too, it's like, do I write, because kind of the heavier stuff is what's kind of just coming out of me right now.
Yeah.
Like creatively, it's like, do I write the stuff that's easier for me to write right now, or do I like just put the work in to make something super poppy and upbeat and then hope people connect with it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, like if it's what you're writing right now, or if it's like what you want to write right now, like shoot, go for it. Because I mean, nothing kills creativity harder than having to force it. Even if it's not like exactly forced and you still kind of want to do it, but in the back of your head, you're kind of like, dang, I wish I could be doing this. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of, I'm not going to say self-sabotaging, but it kind of like, it gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
So,
where were we?
yeah.
I've
oh yeah, the side tangent I was going on before I tangented off into your music. You talked about like the amount of effort that goes into like making anime.
yeah.
And that reminded me of a game that I saw a video for a while ago, and then I rewatched it again, and my YouTube for some reason decided that I just adore this game. It's called The Neverhood. and it was released in when
That's a
was the
dope name.
Neverhood released? It is a dope name. It's a dope game too. Let's see. Once Chrome loads really quick, I'll look up when it actually released. But it's a it's a game that's made entirely 1996. Okay. So it's earlier than I thought. But it's an entire game made out of clay. It's like all claymation.
That's cool.
And
What'd you say it's called?
The Neverhood.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's really funny.
That's sick though.
Yeah, and it took them. It was like 3.5 tons of clay they used to make this game, and it's like it's not a very small game either. And today I watched like a making of, and first of all, it was hilarious because the people who made it were just like, they're just really funny. And like it was kind of like it felt like a smaller project between just like these guys. Like, I mean, obviously it wasn't an insanely small budget because they were able to buy 3.5 tons worth of clay. But like near the end they ran out of budget for voice actors, so they just voiced the entire thing themselves. And I mean, there's only like,
It looks sick.
what, 5 characters or something? Yeah, it's really funny if you look into it. I can send you a link to the video that I watched. It's pretty good. But yeah, I just shout out to the Neverhood. It's I wish that there were more games like that. Like, you have games like
I feel like-
Cuphead that
yeah,
kind of
so I was
brush
gonna
on
say.
the same like insane amount of effort to make something extremely stylized that kind of, while also being a good game, is also its style.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like anything in Cuphead really doesn't match the style. And you know, like, they just work and work until it's extremely polished. And
Yeah.
like, I feel like if the Neverhood released today, it would be pretty popular. Because
Yeah.
it did okay. It didn't do amazingly. But yeah, it's just I wish that there were more like really stylized games that don't, you know, use stuff that isn't necessarily like, you wouldn't think as like a video game media. Like, you know, claymation. Because I mean, even like, I don't know, like Cuphead's insanely unique, but I feel like it's less unique than the Neverhood. Because it's like, you'd never really think of claymation as like a video game like medium, but you'd think of animation, and it's just, Cuphead's just another style of like hand-drawn animation. They just went the extra mile to make it authentic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it would be cool, because you have a lot of like really artsy stylized games, but nothing that really breaks out of like the established like, this is video game medium. So basically either CGI animation or like hand-drawn animation with just different art
Yeah.
styles to it.
Bro, I love Cuphead so much. Cuphead, I needed to be a Cuphead too.
I don't think there's ever going to be a Cuphead 2.
I know. That's a thing.
which is sad.
I'm so
But
sad.
I also get it because like the development of the game.
Oh, wait, hold on. This could be cap. Oh no, I just found a YouTube video that said, like, I don't know if this is real.
It might not be. I don't know.
No, one of the comments is, there is no Tooth Fairy, there no Easter Bunny, and there is no Cuphead 2.
Unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was super successful and I'd really love to see them do more projects. But the way that they chose to like design the game and like commit to making everything like authentically hand drawn on paper, then scan in the documents, then like, that takes so much time and so much effort. And they're such a small studio. I'm pretty sure it's only 2 guys and they might, get help from like other people. But it's like, I don't know, less than 10 people. I know for a fact. So it's just kind of like, I mean, it just shows in like, the DLC is pretty small. It's only what, 5 bosses?
Yeah, but there's some of the freaking 5 of the hardest bosses in the entire game.
They're insanely hard and like
only 5 bosses. Yeah,
really.
Sorry, Chef
detailed.
Saltbaker felt like 100.
I mean, difficulty aside, I'm talking like just the design aspect. Like they added in 5 bosses and that took them, assuming, which they might not have, they probably took a break. But like from the time the game released, it took them like what, 5 years to release the DLC? It was crazy. It took them such a long time to the point where people kind of forgot about Cuphead's existence. Like it was hype, it released, everyone loved it, it was amazing, everyone beat it, and then forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the DLC released and we kind of had a shorter version of that hype cycle as well. But like,
sorry, I just want you to know I scrolled across a YouTube video that says Gorilla Grodd versus Barack Obama.
Oh, nice. Who won?
I don't know. Let me watch.
Okay.
Stand by.
Yeah, I'll continue rambling. Like it just, I feel like I'd much rather them move on and do another project. Maybe of the same caliber or maybe something completely different. Maybe branch out to different genres, different styles.
End of the video is Gorilla Grodd going, time to make America Grodd again. Anyway, also, did you see Helldivers 2 is going to be on Xbox?
Yeah, I did. About time.
That's sick. Anyway, I just completely hijacked whatever you're saying.
No, that's fine. I mean, I was kind of done. But yeah, that's actually a huge step because that's a Sony published game.
Yeah.
On Xbox. So hopefully this will be I mean, I know this is probably cope and I'm probably like way off target and this is never going to happen, but I would like to see kind of like a breakdown of console walls, which, from a business perspective, never should and probably never will happen.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Marvel DC crossover, which actually was talked about, like happening. Like they said, it would be so easy to do; it would just have to make sense.
I mean, it would. It would be insanely because they're both like multiversal, like IPs at this point. Like they both have multiverse stuff, so it'd be the easiest thing in the world to get to happen. And honestly, it would be a dub for both companies because, I mean, it would be kind of a logistical nightmare, like splitting the the whatever, but I mean, whatever, you could just go 50-50 or something. But for like Xbox versus PlayStation, like if you made everything cross-platform,
It was and then cross-platform.
Yeah, if you made everything cross-platform, then it would kind of kill the console wars, essentially. So like people would go by their preference. Or I mean, yeah, if everything was cross-platform, people would just go by their preference of console, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you'd lose a bunch of sales from people because honestly, the only reason the Switch 2 has sold like anything is because of its exclusives. Like Mario Kart, that's just about it that it has at this moment. Mario Kart, it has the new From Software game announced as an exclusive.
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Oh, do I keep disconnecting?
You keep cutting out.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard about me?
I heard.
Okay. So that was back during the Xbox PlayStation discussion. Okay. I already moved on from that. Okay.
That literally was.
So
I was just saying, I was just like, come back.
okay, that was weird. My like voice didn't even like jump up because normally I can like see when it goes down or whatever. Okay, whatever. So if everything was cross-platform, like all the Sony games were available on Xbox, all the Xbox games were available on PlayStation, it would really come down to just whatever people's console preference would be. So you'd lose out on a ton of sales.
Mm-hmm.
Which like that's kind of what the Switch 2 is surviving on right now is its exclusives. Like I mean, honestly, I feel like the only people who bought a Switch 2 are like people who want to play the new Mario Kart or people who just want to have one just for the sake of the games that are coming out on it as exclusives, like the new From Software game that's coming out on it. Did I cut out again? Hello? What in the world, dude? Hello? Is my mic fixed?
I don't know. I also don't know if that's gonna do something to the recording.
Oh, possibly. Okay. After some minor technical difficulties and maybe me screwing up the recording,
I looked up a list of the
of the what? Hello? Gosh dang it, did it mess up again? Hello?
Hello? Bro, what's
Hey.
happening right now?
I don't know. I'm going to start tweaking. What's up with this? So you found a list of what?
I found a list of the funniest tier lists, like
Okay.
templates. And one of them is just numbers from 1 to 100.
Oh, very cool.
There's also red flags,
Nice.
felonies, Pixo Danny DeVito, LOL,
Okay.
identity theft.
Oh, that's not a joke. But yeah. So did you didn't catch the tail end of my console wars discussion?
No.
I'll basically give you the spark notes. It would be terrible for business because people would just buy the console of their preference because they're not worried about exclusives. You'd lose a ton of sales. I feel like that's the only thing that's keeping the Switch 2 alive right now. Is people just either wanting Mario Kart or wanting one of the exclusives that's already announced for it. Like the new From Software game that's coming out on it.
What's the new From Software game?
It's called the Dusk Bloods.
That sounds dope.
It looks kind of dope. It's like a PvP type game. But it's like you all have different objectives. So it's kind of like a battle royale, essentially, but it's not just kill anyone who like kill anyone you see. Everyone has different objectives from what I understand. This is just a disclaimer. I've only seen like one video on it. So I might be totally wrong. But from the way I understand it, everyone has different objectives. And so it might be, you know, one person has an objective to kill this boss somewhere. Another person might have the objective to stop that player from killing that boss. Another one might have an objective to help that player kill that boss. So it's kind of like it's kind of battle royale-ish, but it's not like Fortnite battle royale.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what it actually is. But I don't know. I probably won't be able to play it because I don't know if I can justify buying a Switch 2 just for like, just to play one game, basically. Although, you know, I'd probably play more.
I got it as a
on it.
gift.
Yeah.
So
That's a huge win for you. Yeah.
one of the things on the red flags tier list
Mhm.
is thirst for anime men or women. Dream SMP fan.
Oh,
Deal breaker. Straight to deal breaker. Just kidding. Attraction to serial killers.
that is a red flag. We talked about true crime on this show, right?
Yeah, and how
About how it's really weird that like
that's a trope.
there are so many women
Or
that are just
stereotype.
like super into true crime, and it's like they start off their day by watching the latest true crime documentary. It's like, why do you do that to yourself? Because I used to watch it, and then I'm just like I
Dude,
watched
true
it for a
crime
little bit.
documentaries are so depressing.
Yeah.
Every time I've ever watched true crime, I've just been like, all right, Jesus, come back right now. I don't want to live in this world anymore. I mean, I want Jesus to come back now anyway. But
Yeah.
but right now it's like I want him to come back because I'm excited to see him again. Not because I'm so depressed that I want to die because of true crime.
Yeah. Like when I started watching it, it was more like well, first of all, it was old cases, so there's a little bit of disconnect there. But also it was it was like higher profile cases. So it was a lot more like, I don't know, I guess well documented,
Yeah.
and everyone had a resolution. It wasn't like
Cold cases.
yeah, it wasn't cold cases that was like, you know, this 5-year-old was kidnapped and, you know, her body was never found. You know, whatever. We still don't know who killed her. And it's like, wow, that just sucks. Why would you tell me that? It's one
Yeah,
of
they're
the
still walking
reasons.
around.
Yeah,
They're
it's
still
one of the
walking around.
reasons I don't watch the news. It's like, because the news is exactly
Dude,
like
the
that.
news is just fear mongering, bro. That's the reason I don't watch the news either. It's also the reason I don't really know what's going on in the world at like any given moment. But I kind of almost prefer that to like feeling like it's the end of the world every day. Like the news makes it seem like it is. Like it's so depressing.
Oh, I 100%
And not that there's not like depressing stuff that like happens in the world, but like
Yeah.
the news just fear mongers it. And that's not like a healthy way to input that, like to receive that information.
Yeah. Also, a lot of that information you don't need at all.
Yeah.
Like there was, I was talking to my friend a couple weeks ago.
We're at war
'Cause-
with Germany again. Don't care. Not kidding.
Are we? Oh,
No.
I was like, hang on, I missed something huge.
Third time's the charm. Somehow Hitler has returned.
Wow, you can't put that in.
No, it's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, well, okay. Um, yeah, I choose or.
That's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, because I go to like 2 church services normally. I go to the early church with my family.
You, Mr.
Yeah.
Holy.
Look at me, super
Church
pious.
services.
Vote me
Bet
for
all
next
your
pope.
socks have holes in them.
Most of my socks don't actually.
Because you're so holy.
No, because I threw all the ones that had holes out.
I have a pair. Sorry, this is it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a pair of socks that like literally the whole like, I don't know, the whole heel is gone. Like like on both socks in the same place.
Dang.
Anyway,
That's pretty nice. Yeah. If I tried to slide with those socks, my mom would throw them away. That's why I don't have any socks that have holes in them. Because as soon as she sees one that has a hole, in the trash instantly.
that's how I should do it.
Yeah.
Gone.
But what was
Underwear
I saying?
different though. Like I can kind of manage those holes. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
It's just easier for like going to the bathroom, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I go to 2 church services. Early service was my family, later service with some of my friends. And then sometimes we'll go out to eat after. And we were sitting in the restaurant and him and his family were talking about this was back when they were having like the protests in California or wherever it was about there was like a military parade that landed on Trump's birthday. And so there were like a lot of protests around that because they thought that it was like Trump propping up his birthday and whatever, which I really have no opinion on. And they were talking about it and they were, you know, whatever, saying their piece on it. And I was just like, I knew that there were protests. I had no clue where they were at. I had no clue where they were about. And I'm perfectly happy not knowing what's going on. And, you know, whatever they told me. And I'm like, oh, okay, that all sounds kind of stupid. And I really didn't need to know about that. And I feel like that's just 90% of the news. Like, there's some stuff that's important. And then other stuff, it's like, you know, whatever. A dam broke on the other side of the country and caused, you know, whatever. However many thousands of dollars in property damage. No one died. It's like, great. I didn't need to know about that. I mean, even if people die, it's like, that sucks. Like, I mean, this will sound really callous. Like, I care that people die in natural disasters. Like, obviously that's very tragic and it really, really sucks. But it's like, I don't need to know about it. It's not important to me. And it goes back to the true crime stuff, kind of, where it's just like, it just makes me sad. And it's like, dang, there's nothing. What am I going to do? Go back in time and reinforce the dam so it doesn't break?
That's crazy. No empathy.
I mean, it's like, it sucks. And I like my heart goes out
Dude,
to
they just hit the second tower. Don't care. That's
I'm
not
sorry, and that
involve
affects
me,
me
dude.
how no,
That
okay.
I
That
missed the part where that's my problem.
that type of news is important. That type of news is important. But it's like there's so much stuff where it's like this politician did this thing, and it's like, wow, okay, okay. It's like they're all doing it anyway. I already knew that. It's like, oh, this politician or this high up person is in, under investigation for money laundering. It's like, great, that's not going to go anywhere, and I already know they are. So it's like,
Did you hear Did you hear about the Diddy, uh, verdict?
they're
He
letting him
basically just like
walk.
walked away.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which also sucks,
I'm
and I don't
checking
need to
our.
know about.
Don't care. So unless Diddy is standing in my bedroom, I do not need to care. I'll celebrate when I see him.
Whoops. Wait. Whoa.
Just a joke. It's just do a little bit of joking. A little bit of joking around these parts. A little bit of trolling. Subtract your IQ. No, I was looking at the numbers on our episodes again.
Yeah,
And
you narcissist.
That's what. Listen, I just get curious because the 21 Pilots episodes continues to go up. Like exponential. Like last week we were at like 50 something. We're at 94 today.
Dude, that's crazy.
Not
Dude,
even last week. 2 days ago when we recorded the last episode or whatever it was.
that's insane. I also feel like that's like one of our worst episodes.
It was good.
I mean, it was a good episode, but like we've
It's
had
like
some
one of the
some better
only
ones.
podcast episodes that actually talk about the lore, which I looked up. I was like, are there other? Yeah, that episode has 19 consumption hours, 59 streams and downloads,
Dang.
which means that some people are listening to it more than once.
Hey, they just got to catch up on the lore, you know?
The first 7 days, the median consumption time is 1:18 seconds.
Ooh. Dang, that's rough.
But no, it's like that's crazy to me. In the last 7 days, it has had half a consumption hour. But in the
Wow.
last 30 days, it's had 14 consumption hours.
That's so
I
wild.
don't know, like that is wild to me. Like I just get interested in that specific episode because it keeps like getting higher.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if any of those people continue to listen or if they fell off.
If you listen, actually, we did have a random comment.
We did.
By
I did see that.
exclamation point, space, Cyanus, exclamation. He said, and quote, nice podcast.
Huge.
Hey, Cyanus, if you still listen to us, we would love to have you on the show.
Whoa. The invite. Okay. Okay. We love the invite. I re-listened actually to or not re-listen. Well, I guess technically re-listened, but I listened to our first episode again the other day. And let me tell you.
Out with the old.
Yeah. Let me tell you. I literally do not remember like anything. Like, I mean,
like
I
listening to a new episode.
I already knew that I didn't remember
Because
anything.
we just talk about, we just yap.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Already.
But yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like that feels like such a long time ago, but it's like it hasn't even been 6 months.
No, it's been every week. It's been 8 weeks.
Yeah. Well, 9 weeks by
Which
the
is 2
time this
months.
episode comes out.
I mean, we've been going strong with weekly episodes. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. It's so weird. Like I was actually thinking about this last week while you weren't around. But it's like, it was kind of weird because, like, there was your wedding, and then after your wedding, I kind of like had a feeling, and I'm like, what is this feeling? And I'm thinking about it, and I'm just like, this is the feeling of like you're like an actual adult now, and like you have to deal with it.
No, I'm not. Don't say that.
I mean, you
It's
are,
not
I am.
true.
It's like, it gets
Yeah,
to a
we are
point where it's
adults.
like, I graduated high school, technically an adult. I'm like, wow, I don't feel like an adult. Started working, had my own finances and stuff. That's adult stuff. Didn't feel like an adult. And it's gotten to a point now where it's like, we're actually getting into like being adults, and like this is life, and it's like, wow, that's kind of crazy, and I don't really get to dodge that. I kind of have to adapt. Like, there's large, broad, sweeping changes happening all the time. Like, I feel like we talked a lot about like moving forward in the first episode. Bowl and like moving on to the next chapter in life. And then I'm like, this is the next chapter.
Yeah.
Or like, I haven't technically gotten there yet. I still have another semester. But like, things are moving along.
And we'll keep this podcast rolling through all of it.
Yes, sir.
No, I was actually thinking the other day, I was like, it would be awesome if we just did this podcast for the next like 4 or 5 years, like every week. And then my kids, when they got old enough, could like have media to like listen back.
True.
Like,
and by then you'll be
younger.
famous from your music, and they'll have interviews and stuff to listen to.
Yep.
So yeah.
Really, like, just how grateful my kids are. This is what I keep thinking to myself, to have a father like me.
Just have like the greatest human being on the earth be their dad.
Dude, literally just like, I'll admit there's, God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, pretty high up there.
Pretty high up there.
Well, like the highest, you could say. On the highest of highs. The highest of highs. Like the absolute best. And then there's me. Just kidding.
And then there's you. Yeah.
Just kidding. We do a little bit of joking. We do a little bit of subtracting IQ. This episode's running over.
It is. But, we ball. We're yapping. This is the yap episode.
We have all our episodes are yap episodes.
This episode has had like 3 separate themes. Yeah. All in one. It's the Neapolitan episode. Name it that. Editing, Caleb.
All right.
I have a message for you. This is the Neapolitan episode. What's your opinion on Neapolitan?
I love Neapolitan.
Nice. Like all of it, or like,
yeah,
are you the people who take a scoop out of? Are you a guy who like takes a scoop and like goes all the way across the top, or do you go like sideways from like chocolate and vanilla? Because I feel like every tub of Neapolitan that I've ever had has been like, there's still like 3/4 or like probably like 2/3 of the strawberry left, and the chocolate and vanilla are both gone.
Bro, I love all of it. I'll take it all.
Really? Mm-hmm. I feel like the artificial strawberry flavor on ice cream is just like not good.
I think you're wrong. I mean,
I'll eat it. It's fine. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
I much prefer like normal strawberry ice cream. And by normal, I mean like naturally flavored.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. This is the end of the episode. We are